Over the course of countless rebirths, you may experience being a victim of a fatal crime or become a criminal yourself. From these experiences, there are things to learn deeply through all the struggles and reflections. For this reason, you may not be able to understand the cause of the hardship that are currently happening by looking at your present life. Certain things can be understood only after you overview all that you have accumulated in your past lives and realize that you still have life lessons that need to be learned, for example, by getting involved in a crime. In this way, life is packed with various problems. Each person has some topic that needs to be confronted in their life's workbook of problems, such as crime involvement at age 22, or illness at age 44, and so on. Those who experience problem with their child in a past life may, in this life, experience what it's like to have no children. Therefore, when you face hardships in life, it is important to think, this is my life's workbook of problems that was given to me, and not only complain about how hard and painful it is. So, as if you are solving mathematics or English problems, you should tackle them by thinking, this problem is quite difficult, but it's very challenging and fun to solve, and by solving this, I think I can gain some strength. At the root of such way of thinking is the following. Human's life lives on. When we die, we truly do not die because life lives on eternally. Even if you are killed, the soul is not going to die. Even if you become ill, the soul is not going to die. Life continues consistently. I would like you to know this. I have spoken before about how the body and soul are in a unified relation. This is called mind and matter are one. If we describe this in terms of a driver and a car, then the matter, the physical body, is the car, and the mind, the soul, is the driver. A car can only move only when the driver is present. So if there is no driver, then there is no point in having a car. On the contrary, if the driver was present but the car wasn't, how can you drive? Life exists because they coexist. This is the Buddhist perspective that I talked about before. However, if you are to increase your happiness in life, you should progress to an awareness that is one step beyond mind and matter are one. That is, the soul or the spirit body is your true self, and that the physical body is just a piece of clothing. By raising your awareness to this level, your feelings of happiness will grow stronger. So you should not think that the relationship between the soul and physical body are something that are always on both ends of a rope playing tug-of-war, colliding and contradicting with each other. Instead, perceive the soul or the spirit body as your true self, and that the physical body is a piece of clothing that you are wearing over your spirit body. When you perceive it this way, birth and death will become equivalent to putting on and taking off your clothing. Death is just a notion where the soul is taking off its clothing, called the physical body. For example, you would put on a suit when you go out to work, but when you return home, wouldn't you take it off and change into a more relaxing homewear? If we kept the suit on at home, it would make living difficult, so at home we would change to comfier clothes and rest. Then after a night of rest, you would regain your strength, wake up and think, a new day has begun, I'll have my breakfast and leave the house, before you change into your suit again and leave to work. This cycle resembles the new life at reincarnation. What resembles your home is the other world, called the real world. This is the home ground for the souls. Further, to return home resembles when you die and return to the real world, the other world, or to the world you originally came from. The new clothes you changed into is your physical body for this life, and the clothes you took off is the physical body of your past life, or the past life. In this way, you would keep changing your clothes. Of course, it is sad to see your favorite suit wear out over a period of time. No matter how attached you are to the clothes, there will come a day when you'll have to take it off. After about 100 years, the physical body that you have now will disappear. But you shouldn't be too sad about it. It is as if you are told the following. On the weekend, please relax at home and take a rest. We will send your suit to the cleaners, so please take it off. On Monday, please put on a new suit and a new tie before you leave. No one would hesitate to decide if asked which is more important, your life or your clothes. Anyone would remove their clothes if they had to choose between their own lives or their clothes. This has nothing to do with whether there are cheap items or expensive garments. Any person would answer, my life is more precious. As for clothes, all I need to do is change it. Your clothes can be replaced however many times you want. So you would take your clothes off for your eternal life. This is what death is. The process of death is the same as the process of taking off your clothes. At first, you may feel a little shivery when you take it off. Even so, do not be too sad about death. I want you to think, death is to return to a new world. It is just like going home. Angels in heaven would welcome home the soul of the deceased and say, welcome back. You must be tired. Come inside. Also, the soul siblings of his or her soul would also be waiting there and welcome the soul thinking, you worked hard for decades. You went through so many things. Do take off your clothes, relax, and make yourself comfortable. Death just means to remove your physical body that has aged and weakened. So I hope you change your perspective and live your life with this way of thinking.